Well, we're excited to go play Alabama. Obviously, have an outstanding football team, so well coached and very physical. We're excited to be on the national CBS game of the week and looking forward to going.
For questions, press 10, and we'll begin with Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Sam, saw where Big Ridgeway was selected by the Senior Bowl. Your thoughts on him, and you got any other candidates who might get an invite there?
Well, I don't know whom else we have that I think the Senior Bowl continues to send out invites over the next week or two, maybe longer. I'm not familiar with that process as much, but I'm happy for Ridge, and certainly we're talking to him. We'd like for him to come back. We think he can increase his draft status, but that's between Ridge and I, and we'll figure it out. But that's certainly a great honor, especially from a guy that came from one AA school to reach his dreams, and certainly proud of him.
Yeah, you said the other day that you were also talking to Bumper Pool. I wonder, between Fouché and Poole and Buster Brown, you've got some seniors that I would think you'd want back. Has any of them indicated they might return?
Not that I want to share right now. I think there'll be a place and time for that, but certainly there's a possibility that we can get some of our guys back, and it sure has helped our team this year.
Next, we'll go to Nate Allen.
Yeah, Sam, just on your special teams, how much more confidence do they have after the game they had this last week? And kind of, how does Perotti fit? Are you all more flexible now in what you may do with returns?
Yeah, it was very, very good to have Bryce Stevens return some balls, and especially in that venue, the other night at LSU. Our special teams have continued to get better. We have to punt the ball better, and Bauer knows that this week. But other than that, I think we've improved in special teams tremendously throughout the year, and we obviously have a long way to go there as well.
Thank you.
Next is Bob Holt, New York Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Doing great.
Hey, follow up on what Tom said. And I know those conversations with those guys that could come back, that's probably something for after the season. But the fact the super seniors that came back this year are doing so well, is that a pretty big selling point for you, do you think?
Well, we'll certainly use it. And it's not only about draft status and improving their stock. It's about, what they've done thus far for the University of Arkansas, and the feelings that they'll have lifelong, or hopefully we'll finish strong and for the season that we've had and hopefully have. So, I think we'll certainly use that, and we may have some of those super seniors talk to some of our seniors on our team now and explain why they chose to come back and what the benefits, and possibly if there wasn't a benefit, talk to them about that. We just want to be truthful with our kids.
And then with NIL, obviously, if a guy might feel like, hey, I need to go out and make some money, even if I'm a free agent, I want to sign some kind of pro contract. But if they're a prominent player here, obviously, NIL opportunities are pretty good. You think that helps maybe convince guys who aren't going to be like a surefire first or second round pick or whatever that, hey, I can come back and help myself financially still being in college?
Well, I think that's a big part of it, Bob. I think NIL has changed the possibilities of guys staying or leaving. I think it certainly helped. You're 100% correct.
Okay, thanks, Sam. I don't hear that a lot.
Well, I figured that'd be the first time you heard it, so I wanted to make you feel good today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Next we'll go to Steve Moulton at WZZN.
Coach, hope you're doing well today, and I'm glad Bob is right. I I wanted to ask about Bryce Young and really what you've seen out of the Alabama quarterback, Coach.
Outstanding. I mean, can make all the throws. I mean, he's so smooth. Runs the offense outstanding. Very, very dangerous with his feet. But for him to do what he's done, to me, is just incredible. And he's we're very, very concerned about him, and a lot of the guys they have on offense. But he has led that team and done an outstanding job, and he's what a Alabama quarterback to me is, a winner and a guy that runs the team and is very talented.
And at least scheme-wise, what we saw at Texas A&M, we saw LSU kind of mimic that a little bit to stay in the game and just kind of make it a four-quarter game. So I know it's a copycat league, but there is a lot of tape at this point, and are wrinkles kind of expected when you get this late into the year when planning for an opponent like Alabama, Coach?
I think so. I believe that Alabama does Alabama. They've got great success doing that over years. And for us, we've certainly seen things that we like from opponents and things that we tried to implement into our game plan. But again, I think good teams get better at what they're doing, and they look and see where they could possibly hurt their opponent, and then rep it. And that's certainly what we've done. But you're right. There's so much film right now to go and review. And of course, we've seen all of it as well as went back to last year. And so, yeah, I mean, there's different things that you do week in and week out. You put in, and hopefully that it works for you.
Thank you, Coach.
Next is AP Stedham with WHEP.
Good morning, Coach.
Morning.
Coach, is Bryce Young a little bit better against the blitz, or is he better with coverage? And then what does number 16, your wide receiver, mean to your football team?
Well, Bryce is just a good quarterback and one that can do everything. So, and does it well. So I don't know that you'd have to ask Coach Saban. I would assume on where he's better at what, but he looks really good at all those things that you just mentioned to me. 16 for us, Burks is our go-to guy. I think everybody knows that. We have to get the ball in his hands. We were a little disappointed we couldn't get the ball in his hands as much as we wanted to last week. But not only on the field, but off the field, he's a big-time leader for us with much respect from the coaching staff and the players. So he's very, very important to our football team.
Thank you.
We'll follow up from Tom Murphy.
Yeah, Sam, when you break this thing down, what things do you have to do to give yourselves a chance against a team as complete as Alabama?
Well, you have to play solid football. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have special teams blunders. You have to stay in the game, and so we're going to try to go down there and execute. We know it's going to be a loud crowd, and if we can execute and stay on the field and things of that nature, basically the same thing you do most any game. You can't really make it about, Alabama as much as you make it about us and the things that we have to do, and those things being be good with the football, convert third down, get them off the field on third down, and be really good at special teams. And if we can do that, then we'll be the best team we can be on Saturday.
I got you. And then when you look at the run game from last week, was it just getting outnumbered sometimes by LSU with their run blitzing, or were there some other things that limited the run?
No, some of it was we were not very good on the edge blocking, and that could be wideouts, tight ends, running backs. We got whipped out on the edge. We weren't very good, and that's certainly been the emphasis this week. But we decided at half that we need to run at them. They were fast. You know, they were running us down where other teams might not have. So we decided to go right at them more in the second half, but that's what I saw. I don't know that we got dominated up front. Our O line and their D line, even though they certainly played well on their D line, it was more, in my opinion, we've got to block the edge better.